I don't remember the...
I'm waiting for word from Narcissus. I hope things have returned to normal.
I can't seem to get ahead here.
Welcome, friend.
I was in contemplation. It's ill-mannered to intrude. Why have you done so?
You know, I shouldn't have stood up. Look how swollen that ankle is. Resting my twisted ankle, I was sent to Mournhold to get help for Master Rastan, but an Aelid chased me into the swamp. Stupid Aelid. Please, go to our trading post and speak to Tevini Hadran. She could really use your help. Master Rastan went to talk to the leaders of the Mabragash tribe, and never came back. Tevini can tell you more, if you're interested.
Welcome, traveler. We don't have much yet, but I can show you what's in stock if you like.
I miss Ebonheart. I wish I was home. Master Rostin Vendiel is missing. He went into the Mabragosh camp to make a trade deal. It seems he, misread the mood of this tribe. Something went wrong. I wish we'd never come to the Vale of the Ghost Snake. Ashlanders, but even more isolated than most, worship some snake spirit. Rostin wants to trade for their unique snakeskin leather. They won't tell me anything right now, probably because I'm part of House Hlaalu. Maybe they will talk to you. I heard that the Farseer calls the shots, but Rostin dismissed the notion. He wants an exclusive deal for the beautiful leathers the Mabragosh make, and he may have overstepped. Rostin was speaking to Gulakan Haranot the last time I saw him. Thank you for agreeing to look for Master Rostin. I'm sure he was going to talk to Gulakan Haranot. Perhaps he can tell you where Rostin's gotten to. I think the Farseer runs the tribe, but Rostin dismissed that idea. He doesn't believe a woman could have that kind of power. I hope he didn't insult her. Anyway, Rostin went to talk to Gulakan Haranot. That was the last time I saw him. Who knows how these places get their names? Ithrini said that the ghost snake they worship is Sithis. Nonsense if you ask me. All I know is that big snakes slither near the swamps. They looked very real to me, not ghostly at all.
More strangers in the Vale. How unusual.
The last fool that visited us managed to offend almost everyone in the village. Please don't say you're here to finish the job. Outsiders have no place here. The House Hlaalu Highlands should pack up and go. The trader is in Farseer Bodani's hands now. That thought also occurred to me. You think strategically, and I can appreciate that. The trader insulted the Farseer, and her anger may bring more unwanted attention to the Vale. Talk to wise woman Iruahan. She might be willing to help you. If you must. We don't make up stories just to frighten outsiders. This Vale is an ancient place, protected by an ancient entity. The Mabragash have served that entity for many generations. That ignorant outsider, let's just say that he mocked us and made the Farseer very angry. He will serve the Ghost Snake. The Farseer will make sure of that. We do not welcome outsiders, but we treat them with courtesy if they respect our ways.
Are you going to walk the coiled path?
Change comes slowly to the Vale, if it comes at all. Troubles beyond the Vale don't interest us. The outside world is very far from here.
The ghost snake protects us.
I heard there was another stranger visiting the Vale. How tedious.
Tippy is my best friend.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who actually does any work around here.
Treat the snakes with respect, and they will respect you. Well, it is called the Vale of the Ghost Snake. You aren't wandering around the Vale of the Nyx Hound, you know. Of course, don't be an idiot. We hunt them for food. Their fangs make great tools and adornments, and their skin has all kinds of uses. We honor them and protect them. We only kill for what we need. If you so much as breathe on me, I will feed you to the snakes. I have had my fill of Outlander men. The merchant isn't your concern. His fate is in the hands of the Farseer and the Ghost Snake. Still, something disturbs the Vale. I thought it was the merchant, but now the signs and portents point to you. The signs and portents are all around us, influencing events. Can you not see them? If you want my advice, you should... Wait, what's that? Your presence has aroused the Serpent Bound.
What madness is this, restless spirits? Why have you left the sanctity of the coiled path? Be calm, spirits. Trust in the wisdom of the Ghost Snake.
This is an outrage! I want to speak to the man in charge of this tribe, you crazy woman!
Another outsider. But this one... I have seen this one in my visions. We must speak. I'm not sure if I should welcome you or curse you. This fool has pestered our hunters, importuned our wise women, and insulted me by demanding to speak to the man in charge of our tribe. I brook no challenges to my authority, or disruptions to the Vale. I was going to take him to the Ghost Snake, but all that changed when you arrived. I have seen a vision of you upon the coiled path. You have a role to play in deciding the fate of this man, and our Vale. There is something unusual about you. I sense it, and certainly the Ghost Snake knows of you. Talk to this man. Take his measure. Then speak to me when you're ready to face the trial of the Ghost Snake.
I'm a master trader from House Lalu. I'm welcome everywhere, but these people want to sacrifice me to some snake. How should I know? I'm an honest merchant. I just wanted to set up a little trade agreement with the tribe. They make some gold, we make some gold, everybody wins. Next thing I know, they tie me up and act like I committed some crime. I was soaking up the local flavor, if you know what I mean. These Mavrigish ladies are lovely, but my flirting made that witch Badani mad. Besides, they refused to let me speak to the man in charge. Why are they being this way? Well, I did ask the Farseer to summon her boss and get me a glass of Shane, but I asked nicely and everything. Don't let them feed me to the snake. I didn't do anything wrong. I hope she listens to reason. She acts like she's in charge, but she wouldn't even listen to my proposal. Trade proposal, mind you, not a marriage proposal. Those snake hides would earn them plenty of gold for all of us.
Back inside.
Of course, of course. Care to join me? Oh, never mind. I'm going.
I see shifting shadows and change in our future. And what do you think of that man? Yet he managed to offend and insult nearly everyone. My visions tell me that you will decide this man's fate, as well as the fate of my tribe. You will walk the coiled path and seek counsel with the ghost snake. Follow the coiled path to the Fang Spires. Collect exactly 8 bog rats along the way to make a proper offering. Few ever reach the spires. Serpent-bound ghosts will challenge you every step of the way. They already sense your presence. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mobrigosh alike. But you must speak to the ghost snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village, but know that the serpent-bound will block your way. The ghost snake has a taste for bog rats. They make a proper offering, but only if you bring exactly 8 of the plump creatures to the Fang Spires. Do not question the will of the ghost snake. Besides, that's exactly the number of rats that fit in the bag I gave you. More than that I cannot say. The mystery of the sacred number is not for the ears of an outsider. The vision I had was strong. Your choices determine the fate of merchant and Mobrigosh alike, but you must speak to the ghost snake. The coiled path begins just outside the village, but know that the serpent-bound will block your way.
Tread carefully upon the coiled path.
offering pleases me. The warm blood was sent by those who honor and protect this veil. Most curious. Every path leads in two directions, into light and into darkness. Light and dark, good and evil, sunlight and shadow. Two sides to all things, little warm blood. Let me show you. The warm blood is skillful and cunning. The Marbrigash must make their own choices. Connect with the world outside or remain isolated. It is never only light or shadow. As long as they honor my kin and I, they are free to do as they please. Some can stay isolated in the Veil, or some may choose the outside world. Two sides of the same path. The Merchant's presence has already changed the Veil. What happens next is inevitable. I am the Ghost Snake. I am both constant and ever-changing. One thing to you, another perhaps to the Marbrigash. Aid the Marbrigash as you will. The choice is yours to make. I can send you back to the Farseer. She waits for you at her tent.
I've spoken to some of the Marbrigash wise women. They've been perfectly polite. I'm glad to see that you returned safely.
You walked the coiled path and survived? Has the Ghost Snake spoken? Ghost Snake is wise, but inscrutable. I had hoped he would demand that we bring the Merchant to him. It's no coincidence that you arrived at the same time as the Merchant. You are bound up in this. You must help us decide. I crafted a snake totem representing the entwined fates of the Marbrigash and the Merchant. Get it from my tent. I will have the Merchant brought here. A decision must be made.
I'm a respected House Lalu merchant. How dare they treat me this way?
What's your step among the Mabragash, outsider?
I've spoken to some of the
A decision must be made. Our fate depends upon it. Now you must choose. If the Mabragash are to remain isolated, place the totem in the fire. If we are to change our ways and trade with the Hlalu, give the totem to the merchant. I know only that it will change us. Whether for good or ill, only time will tell. He will remain in the Vale, serving the Ghost Snake. Seek guidance where you would. Speak to my people, the merchant, or even the merchant's assistant if you wish. But then you must choose.
I'm a respected House Lalu merchant. How dare they treat me this way? So they treat me like some sort of criminal? I've been nothing but respectful, and trade would help them. Of course I benefit. I'm a merchant. Trading is what I do. How about this? Propose a limited trade agreement on their terms, and I'll agree to keep other traders away from the Vale.
What's your step among the Mabragash, outsider? Rastan claims things won't change, but I don't trust him. If you ask me, the Hlalu are just one step above thieves. If it were up to me, Rastan would have quietly disappeared the first night he arrived here. But you're the one making the decision, not me.
I'm surprised that a man could see the Ghost Snake and live. At first, I just wanted the merchant to go away. But I've been thinking, perhaps it wouldn't be so bad to deal with the outside world. No, many are set in their ways and fear change. But if we're cautious, we may benefit in the long run. I've spoken to some of the Mabragash wise women. I've been on the receiving end of Rostan's vaunted charms a time or two. I'm not surprised he managed to offend every woman in the Vale. I wonder if the Farseer would consider another option. I don't wish Rostan ill, but I have an idea. They let Rostan live, as long as he promises never to speak of the Vale or return here. Then they sign a trade agreement with me. They deal with me, and I keep other Hlalu traders away. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Everyone wins. Rostan doesn't end up as snake food. I gain prestige among the Hlalu, and Mabragash can limit the amount of influence the outside world places on the Vale.
Our fate rests in your hands. By your next action, our fate will be sealed. If the Mabragash are to grant access to the Vale, give the totem to the merchant. If we are to remain isolated, tending the Vale without outside interference, burn the totem.
I'm a respected House Lalu merchant. How dare they treat me this way?
My vision was clear. Your actions will affect our future, perhaps in ways we cannot yet see. Tevini spoke with Iru Ahan and made that same suggestion. A sly ploy. Clever. I admire that. I would be willing to deal with a smart woman who respects and understands our ways. Rostan will remain our guest while we finalize details with the female trader. We have ways to make sure he never speaks of us again. But have no fear. He will be released shortly. Pity. He would have served the Ghost Snake well.
What do you want, outsider?
You are named clan friend of the Mabragash, and you are welcome in the Vale.
The female Hlalu merchant seems to understand our ways. She doesn't seem so bad.
I hope that the merchant's promises are good, and he keeps other Hlalu away from here.
Did you hear about Deep Crag Den? The poison leak? No one is really sure what happened.
We don't want your outsider way. A strange new face.
You have done the trial.
The Farseer's wisdom...
Treat the snakes with respect, and they...
A House Hlalu merchant here? What can it mean?
We heard rumors of a plague, but no disease has reached the Vale.
What do you want, outsider?
Sometimes I feel like I'm...
Restless spirits wander the...
Poachers sometimes enter the Vale. They rarely get to leave.
The Farseer will know how to deal with the outsiders.
Poachers sometimes enter the Vale. They rarely.
I'm not sure how I feel about trading with outsiders. I must trust the Farseer's judgment, though.
Business should pick up as soon as the Mabragash get used to our presence.
This brightly dyed cloth intrigues me, but what would I do with it?
The Hlalu merchant is nice enough, but I hope he doesn't bring others here.
Davini is in charge of things now, but I still...